All right. I'm live. All right. Got a live feed. Just waiting for the tribe. Hopefully. I know everybody's getting ready for Thanksgiving Day tomorrow. So might be slim pickings, but we'll just play it by ear. All right, doors are open. Hopefully we get some tribe folks in. Taking a break from all of the Thanksgiving prep. Well, this might be a short show tonight. I think everybody's probably out getting stuff done to get ready for Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, whatever they're doing. Oh, there's a comment. I have to scroll down. V's here. What's going on? Good to see you. Yay. There's Z's here too. Yay. Yeah, I figured everybody was out getting errands done and getting stuff for Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, whatever's going on, all that prep stuff. But I figured I'd hang in here just in case we get anybody coming in. So, oh, pretty good day today, Pizzy. Welcome to Wine on Wednesday. Pre-Thanksgiving set. Well, you guys are here, so I'll play a little music. V, you were here, so I'll play this one for you. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I would offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. The evening shadows and the stars appear. There is no one to dry your tears. I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. There's no doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, and I'd go crawling down the avenue. There ain't nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. Storms are raging on a rolling sea, down the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. There ain't nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you. Make you happy, make your dreams come true, to make you feel my love. That's for V, just popping in for a second while she has time. So, Z says, Nita's listening. Hi, Nita. And there's Renelle. Good to see you. Thanks, everybody, for checking in. I know it's usually a busy pre-festivities day, but thanks for dropping by and joining me. Celebrate friendship and Thanksgiving and Friendsgiving and all of that stuff we're grateful for. So thanks for being here. Let's see, Nita doesn't get to check in very often. I haven't done any Elvis in a while. Night and you and blue Hawaii. A night is heavenly and you are heaven to me. Lovely and blue Hawaii. With all this loveliness that should be mine, come with me while the moon is on the sea. The night is young and so are we, so are we. Dreams come true in blue Hawaii, and mine should all come true. This magic night of nights with you. Come with me while the moon is on the sea. The night is young and so are we, so are we. Dreams come true in blue Hawaii, and mine could all come true this magic night of nights with you. All right, there's a little Elvis with some blue Hawaii for Nita. Z says, have a great Thanksgiving. Same to you. V says, I'm here too, Hawaiian style. Yeah, I played your song. I opened with it because you said you were there, unless you checked off for a second. Oh, Shelly just dropped in. Hi there, friend. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. So, oh, it's nice to have some friends drop in, I know, in the middle of prep and all that kind of stuff. So, thanks for being here. Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. I'm mixing it up a little bit, literally. This is a CBD infused little drink, so I've been switching over to that. CBD oil, boy, my shoulder joint pain, which I had from kayaking so much, just pretty much disappeared within 48 hours, and my sleep has been way better improved. I know my inflammation's gone down a lot, so I'll have more to say about that later. But nevertheless, it still is it's kind of I got a cranberry juice in here, a little fizzy water, and some CBD oil. And so it kind of looks like a blush or a rosé. So it's close enough. So sip them if you got them. Yeah, excited to see you guys too tomorrow. We're looking forward to it. Oh, so I did this one last week. I absolutely love Julian Lennon, John Lennon's oldest son, and what an amazing songwriter. we share many traits in common. I have a documentary that they put out for his album about 10 years ago. It was like a 40-minute documentary. Bono and all these guys from U2 and other acclaimed songwriters are friends of his, and said one of the greatest expressions he does of love for his friends is cooking for them, which is just absolutely me. He never wanted to record any of his dad's songs. He just left them alone. But he and Nuno Bettencourt, who's the other half and guitar player of that group called Extreme, and they had that song More Than Words, which I love. So he chose Nuno to play the guitar, and on September, I think, 12th, can't remember, they released the single. He recorded his dad's song Imagine, because he said he just felt like what's going on across the planet, it really needed it. And so I brushed up on it Sunday and I did it, and I haven't played it since then. I haven't even practiced it, but I felt like doing it tonight. So if you get a chance, go to YouTube and type in Imagine Julian Lennon, and they lit this whole studio with all these candles, and it's just he and Nuno sitting there, and Nuno plays the guitar. That's all there is to it, just their vocals, and it's wonderful. Anyway, so I learned it on Sunday again without lyrics, so we'll try that again. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living for today. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger, and brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer. I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Oh, a good song will always be a good song. What a beautiful song. The late great John Lennon, and now his son, Julian, re-recorded that song. Oh, never has recorded any of his dad's music, and he did it. He took a big risk because people are always comparing him, and he's just an outstanding songwriter and lyricist, and he has his dad's gift of arrangement and chord progressions that are just beautiful. And yeah, so he also just released in September, I haven't heard it yet, his latest album. And he might go 8 or 10 years between albums because he's a photographer. He does beautiful photography. He does shows. He's got the White Feather Foundation helping third world countries get clean water and medical care and food and schooling and education. It's just amazing the stuff he's done. All for profit, all for non-profit, not for profit at all. So all that money just goes to his foundation, the White Feather Foundation. But he has this new album out that he released called Jude. And I just got Disney Plus, I mentioned Sunday. So I watched Get Back, the whole 8 hours over a couple of days of that documentary that Peter Jackson directed. From all that footage they filmed in 1969. And it was fantastic. And what I did not know was that the song Hey Jude, Paul McCartney wrote that. And Julian's nickname was Jude. That song was for him when he was 6 years old. Paul McCartney said has always been like a great uncle and has always looked out for him. They don't talk all the time, but Paul's always been there. And I never knew that. So that song was written for Jude when he was a kid. And he said it was quite emotional listening to it and watching some of that footage he's never seen before. So anyway, made me fall in love with the Beatles music. And of course, some people wouldn't find it all that interesting, but as a singer-songwriter, to watch probably the greatest influential band in the history of music, and it's true. Your influential bands are the ones that influenced other people, and what they were doing back in the 60s in the studio and experimenting with music and painting with sound, it's called. So what they were doing influenced other bands, and to watch them in their creative process, as slow as it went sometimes, was just awesome. Watching songs come together and lyrics and chord progressions, and sometimes they had little spats, nothing major, but it was great. Watching all of that. Then they did that rooftop concert, and the police came because of the complaints, but also tons of people on the street. They did interviews and they were loving it. They said, oh, we should have this every afternoon. They did it in the middle of the afternoon, the middle of the week, on top of their Apple Music building on the roof. It was awesome. They had Billy Preston, the late great Billy Preston, played keyboards for them. That was so cool. Anyway, I bought Disney Plus. I don't have lots of apps or any of that. So I got it just so I could watch that documentary. And it was fantastic. It's three different sections, and it's about 8 hours long, but to me it was really worth it. So anyway, so that just happened. That was something late that just happened. Let's see. I was thinking of this the other day, the late great Otis Redding. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting there the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, then I watch them roll away again. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. I ain't got nothing to live for, look like nothing gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, you're sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. look like nothing gonna change. Everything remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. I'm just sitting here, resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. Now 2,000 miles I roam just to make this not my home. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Oh, some of the late great Otis Redding for our pre-Thanksgiving Wind Down Wednesday. Thank you so much for checking in, all of you, wherever you may be. Renelle, I think, is the furthest one away tonight of the tribe. She's in Alabama. I think the rest of us are all local here too, so thanks for checking in. So talking about Thanksgiving season, so I know a great many of us live in gratitude every day, but it's also fine to take one day a year and gather and celebrate all that we have to be thankful for. There's always something. And so I'm thankful for my friends and friendships and my tribe for being here. So here's a little James Taylor song for all of you. When you're down and troubled and you need some love and care and nothing, oh nothing is going right. Just close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call on my name, and you know where I am. I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, and all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You got a friend. If the sky high above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old cold northern wind should begin to blow, just keep your poor head together and call my name out loud. Soon you'll hear me knocking upon your door. You just call on my name, and you know where I am. I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, and all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. Ain't it good to know that you got a friend when people can be so cold? They'll hurt you and desert you. They'll take your soul if you let them. Oh, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Yes, I will see you again. Hey baby, don't you know about that winter, spring, summer, fall? And all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You got a friend. You got a friend. Ain't it good to know you got a friend? Ain't it good to know you got a friend? Oh, baby, you got a friend. Oh, it's always a good time for little JT. James Taylor, for all my friends, for my tribe, thank you for being you. Thanks for stopping by this pre-Thanksgiving Wind Down Wednesday. So good to see you here. Looks like I'm all caught up. No new comments or check-ins. All right. I always like to make sure my friends get recognized and I don't miss any comments. Haven't done this in a while. A little bit of Elvis too. Just my muse said, play this song, so it sounds good. So we'll do that. Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. Step into my heart. Leave your cares behind. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. Knock and the door shall be open. Seek and you will find. Ask and you'll be given the key to this heart of mine. I'll be waiting there with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Knock and the door shall be open. Seek and you will find. Ask and you'll be given the key to this heart of mine. I'll be waiting there with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. All right, a little bit of Elvis for my Wind Down Wednesday tribe. Thanks for being here. Good of you to stop by. Always nice to see friends. I have my tuned down guitar behind me. Shelly, let me know if you're still watching. I've got something special. I have to wait and see if she comes back. So Shelly, if you're still there listening, I got something special I want to play that I wrote and recorded in your now house in my former recording studio. So, and it's the first thing I ever released ever digitally around the world in places I never even knew, including Spotify. So if you're still watching, I'll play that. If not, I'll just keep going. Let's see. Oh, she says she's here. Well, I have this guitar still tuned in a special tuning. It's a long story that I've told before. I won't get into it, but this tuning was gifted to me, and then the song came. So this is the first thing I ever recorded and released digitally through CD Baby, my distribution company, and it composed itself through me, sort of. I did the work too, but and then I recorded it after over 20 takes. I finally got what I consider good enough, and then I did the mix, and then my mastering engineer put the sweet sauce on it, and then I released it. I didn't even know it was on Spotify for months and other places. So, but it's in a special tuning. So I wrote this in that bedroom upstairs and recorded it up there. It was in the summer because I had to turn off the air, and I had pools of sweat, big pools of sweat. I took pictures of underneath me in my chair, and anyway, so I did this. It was birthed in You're Now Forever Your Home, and this was called Her Morning Eyes. Okay. So that was my first piece of music I ever released. That's called Her Morning Eyes, and I wrote it in Shelly and Chris's house. In the middle bedroom that was converted into a recording studio. So anyway, I wanted to play that because space holds memory, I believe. So that space holds that memory of that very late night recording session, and my fingers were so sore, pools of sweat beneath me because I had to turn, it's like in June or July, I had to turn the air off in between takes so it wouldn't come through the microphones. Very sensitive, two very sensitive acoustic microphones. So anyway, so that song was composed and recorded in your home. So I wanted to play that for you. Beautiful. Oh, you're welcome. Let's see. I'm feeling a little Steve Polsey because I got the. I missed seeing Steve almost 2 weeks ago in Tucson on Thursday and at the MIM. I had tickets for both shows, but I gave them away, and some friends got to go see Steve. So I haven't seen him here in about 6 or 7 years, and I got to host him 3 times in my former home, and then I played with him. I opened for him all 3 times, and I got to play with him on stage at the Rhythm Room years ago. So here's a little song he wrote in Australia called 10 Chances. I only had 1 minute left on my calling card. I was halfway around the world and it was raining really hard. I only had a couple of aspirin and a half a can of beer. So swallowed it down for courage, but it was still pretty hard to hear. It's only had 3 words that I wanted to tell you. But it would be easier if you were here and I could smell you. Words are falling, I don't know. They drift, they pass, they melt like snow. I know I may be a flake. I'll scrape my knees and make mistakes. I may lose, but mostly win. Sometimes I'll get soaked in sin, but I fall right back into your arms again. So I ordered 4 cans of Tuies. I set them on the trunk. Had a long conversation with a hopeless drunk. And I only had 5 tickets, 6 new friends. So one of them had a hissy fit and drove off in her Mercedes-Benz. Words are falling, I don't know. They drift, they pass, they melt like snow. I know I may be a flake, but scrape my knees and make mistakes. I may lose, but mostly win. Sometimes I'll get drenched in sin, but I fall right back into your arms again. So we played 7 cards stud, and I had a royal flush. Took out your picture and started to blush. So I only had 8 lives, most cats got 9. So skip down on the bungee jumping just this time. Just this time. I only had 10 chances to say I love you. Words are falling, I don't know. They drift, they pass, they melt like snow. I know I may be a flake, I'll scrape my knees and make mistakes. I may lose, but mostly win. Sometimes I'll get soaked in sin, but I fall right back into your arms again. Hey, I'll collapse into your loving arms again. Yeah, I fall right back into your arms again. Oh, all right. A little of my friend Steve Poltz for my Wind Down Wednesday pre-Thanksgiving tribe. Thanks for dropping by. Sip him if you got him. Good to see you all. I think we'll end it now because I know people are getting busy for Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, all the giving stuff. But I do appreciate. Thank you for dropping by, all of you. Let me end on this little Bob Schneider song from Austin, Texas. This sweet little song, I think a good one to close this set out on. Soon was a pilot in the nationally known Amazing Ladies of the Outer Ozone. She didn't have no kids, she didn't have no time. She was a woman of her word, she was a fighter of crime. She looked good in a hat, she had a natural way. With tools and no car, she went to UCLA. And everybody said she was as crazy as a loon. She was a girl, she'd spend every afternoon sitting in her backyard pretending to be a fighter ace in the Japanese military. She liked to make up her mind, she kept her feet in the air. She wore her heart on her sleeve because she found it there. It was all well and good until she met this young man, a young pilot named Steve with a beautiful tan. He spoke English and French and he swam like a swan, had a mouthful of teeth and more style than Cezanne. He could talk to the bees, he could breathe in the air. He wore his heart on his sleeve because he found it there. And they'd sit in the trees and they'd talk through the night while the blind moon swam in the pale starry light. They talked and they crowed and they told what they knew. It was better than beer, it was all strange and new. There was grass all around, it was black up above. It was more than hello, it was something like love. And I don't know why life, it seems to be so hard for dreamers like you and me. When love is love, is love, is everywhere. All right, that will do it, my tribe, for this pre-Thanksgiving set. Thanks everybody for checking in. As always, no matter how large or small, it's an esteemed group of tribes folks. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Shelly. Yes, I will be there tomorrow, 6 p.m. I am ready. So thanks so much for the invitation. It's wonderful. And so good of everybody to check in. Thanks, Z. Everybody enjoy your pre-Thanksgiving prep. And try not to stress. Enjoy the process of making food for people. And then the joy that comes with serving them and gathering with friends for all we have to be grateful for. So, as always, namaste. The divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Thank you for keeping yourselves healthy, those immune systems bolstered up. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your week. And sliding into Friday, I will be back here on Friday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for Fiesta Friday. Deviled eggs. Awesome. Whatever does it. That's right. All right. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday tomorrow, and we'll see you back here on Friday, 7 p.m.